The government would like to cut gasoline usage from 140 billion gallons per year in 2007 to 128 billion gallons per year in 2017. So this is just their goal. So looking at the amount in 2007 and making a goal for 2017, we have the agency's projection of gasoline usage from the beginning of 2007 until the beginning of 2017 is given by this A of T. So one way of predicting the amount of gasoline used on this 10-year span so that we can look at the past and make some goals that are realistic for the future. So A of T is measured in billions of gallons per year, and T is in years with T equals 0 corresponding to 2007. So 2007 must have been like the first year that they were really trying to focus on gasoline consumption. And obviously, we've been focusing on it more and more as a nation since, with all of these electric cars becoming more and more popular. So we're trying to reduce gasoline consumption, and we're going to look at this model to see what actually is happening. So according to this agency's projection, what will the gasoline consumption be at the beginning of 2017? Well, this is a pretty simple question. We're given this A of T, which tells us the predicted gasoline usage based upon whatever T year you plug in. So all we're asked to do is plug in and see what actually happened in 2017. They had a goal. They said, we want to be down to 128 billion gallons of gas, which still sounds like a lot, but there's their goal. And let's see how it actually turned out. So we're going to plug in for 2017, that is T equals 10. If 0 is 2007, 10 years later is 2017. So we're going to do A of 10 and just plug into the original. So we're going to do 0.014 times 10 squared plus 1.93 times 10 plus 140. Now if it said what is the total net amount of gas between 2007 to 2017, that's when we would have taken the antiderivative. Antiderivative measures total or net change. This is just asking what is it going to be in 2017 according to this model. We have a goal of 128. Are we realistically going to meet it? Well, if we plug 10 into our calculator here, we're going to get 160 billion gallons per year that year. So kind of a big fail. Their goal was to go down from 140 billion gallons in 2007 down to 128 billion gallons per year in 2017. What actually happened is they went up to 160 billion gallons per year in 2017. So this government not really being successful in the gasoline usage goal. That's okay. We answered the question. The next part says, what will the average consumption be per year be over the period from 2007 to 2017? So we know on average it was going up. We are going from 140 billion gallons per year in 2007 to 160 billion gallons per year in 2017. So what is the average net consumption over that period? So we're going to use our average value formula to see what the average value is. So 1 over b minus a, the integral from a to b of f of x dx. We're going to use this formula and apply it here. So 2007 is times 0. 2017 is 10 years later. So we're going to do 1 over 10 minus 0, the integral from 0 to 10 of 0.014 t squared plus 1.93 t plus 140, and a dt in here because this is with respect to time. So out front I have a 1/10. Average value, we're going to divide by the number of years, divide by 10 or multiply by 1/10. And then this is all just a basic integral. There's not a product, quotient, or chain that we would use for the derivative. It would be a basic derivative, which means a basic antiderivative. We're going to keep the constant multiple 0.014 and add 1 to the power 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So we'll divide that by 3 and raise t to the 3. We'll keep the constant multiple 1.93, divide it by 2, and have t to the 2, because the power was 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And then we have a constant. We're going to take that constant times t, and normally we would put a plus c, but for this, we have an evaluation bar from 0 to 10. So I would just grab my calculator and plug in. And so I'm going to do 1/10 and plug in 10 to this equation here. So I'm going to do 0.014 divided by 3 in parentheses, and then do 10 cubed plus 1.93 over 2 in parentheses, 10 squared plus 140 times 10. You might need those fractions in parentheses as well. And so when you plug in 10, you get 1,501.16 repeating, minus when you plug in 0 into each of these terms, you're going to get 0. So the average value from years 2007 to 2017, on average, we get 150.116 repeating. And this is in billion gallons per year. And that's each year. So they started out with 140 billion gallons per year in 2007. In 2017, they go up to 160 billion gallons per year. So our answer seems to make sense. On average, on that 10-year span, that average Y value is 150 billion gallons per year each year.